Hello students, once again welcome back to my channel. I hope you all are doing well and I hope you all are prepared for your online exams because from tomorrow onwards your online examination will be starting, right? So I hope you all have prepared well. So students, make sure that you prepare your content well, read the chapters thoroughly, okay, follow the instructions of your teachers and please make sure that before attempting your paper you follow all the guidelines, okay. So students, as you all know that when your exams will be there, you will not be having your regular video lessons. Okay. So today is the last video lesson before your exam. So whatever portion will be left, we will resume that after your exams. Okay. So today is the last video lesson of this week. So students, for 6th class, we have already discussed grammar chapter number 3 nouns, and in the recent videos, we have discussed about the definition of noun, kinds of nouns and some rules that how we can change the singulars into plurals. Okay, so today we will learn further rules and after that we will learn about compound nouns. So students, please make sure that you all will be practicing your grammar exercises side by side. If you face any problem in those exercises, just let me know in the comment box. I will try to help you in solving those exercises. Okay, so without any delay, let's begin. So students, let's try to understand rule number 7. Our rule number 7 says, nouns ending in O, if they have a consonant before them, generally form their plurals by adding es to the singular. So what does it mean? It simply means that if my nouns is ending in O and before O I have a consonant, so if I have to change that into plurals, it will take es in the end. Okay, so let's see the example. Example number 1, buffalo, buffaloes, mango, mangoes, hero, heroes, echo, echoes. So can you see that just by adding es towards the end, I have changed my singulars into plurals. Okay, so this is how I have to change my singulars into plurals. Students, make sure that you have to mark all these important things the way I have marked, okay? And then we have some exceptional cases. So now you can see that in singulars I have bamboo. So can you see that in the end I have double O? So these double O will take S in the plural. Can you see here? Bamboo, bamboos. Piano, pianos. Photo, photos. Right? So this is how in these exceptional cases I have to change my singulars into plurals. Understood? Okay, now let's see rule number 8. Now students, my rule number 8 says some nouns form their plurals by a change of the inside vowels. Okay, so there is a shift in the inside vowels rather than outside. Okay, so let's see the examples. So in singular, if I have foot, foot will change into feet. Mouse, mice. Man, men. Tooth, teeth. Goose, geese. Women, women. So can you note the difference here? In singular, I have M-A-N, man, right? But in plural, I have M-E-N, men. Similarly, for women, I have W-O-M-A-N. Okay, it means one woman. But in plural, I have W-O-M-E-N, women. More than one. Okay. So this is how we have to change our singular into plural. So students, I hope that you have understood all these rules, isn't it? So as far we are concerned with the rules, we have understood most of the rules. So let's try to understand what are compound nouns. A compound noun is a noun made of two or more words. For example, bus stop. Okay, here we are combining two words, bus and stop. Okay, so together it forms bus stop. Then let's see how we can change them from singulars to plurals. In singulars, I have son-in-law. So how I will change that in plural? Sons-in-law. I will not say son-in-laws. No, that would be incorrect. So I have to use as with my first initial. Okay, so son-in-law will change into sons-in-law. Second, father-in-law. Father-in-law will change into fathers-in-law. Third one, passer-by. Passers-by. Washerman, washermen. Can you note the difference here? In the fourth one, in singular, I had M-A-N, but in plural, it changed into M-E-N. Then, I hope you all understand who is a washerman. A washerman is a laundryman. Okay. Fifth one, commander-in-chief. So, how it will change? Commanders-in-chief. Okay. So, students, I hope that you have understood what are compound nouns. So now, related to this, you have some exercises in your grammar book which you have to attempt by yourself. Okay. And if you face any problem in those exercises, you can leave your problems or queries in my comment box. I'll help you as soon as possible. Okay. So students, I hope that you have understood the content well. Okay, so make sure that you practice all your exercises thoroughly and revise your content properly for your examination. All the very best, do well, give your 100%. Okay, and students, if you face any queries, please write down in my comment section. Okay, so that's it for today's class. Goodbye, take care, and before going, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel if you have not yet subscribed, and share the videos with your friends and classmates. Goodbye.